Hello, welcome to the AFKCast. We're back. I'm Shawn.
I am Brendon. We are back. We are doing this back-to-back recording. Not really back-to-back.
Back-to-back. When did we record the last one?
Just the other day.
2 days ago?
Yeah, like a couple days ago, yeah.
We're going to try and get another one recorded on Monday.
Yes.
I'm trying to push these out because we got so much going on. I want to get this stuff.
Yeah.
There's so much going on.
Yeah.
We're seeing Glass next Thursday.
Yes, we are. Very exciting
Punisher
stuff.
comes out next Friday.
Yes.
We got to get our video game list out. And also, did you see the big news I posted today in chat?
I did, yeah, and I saw it actually.
We got to talk about that at some point, but that's not for today.
I saw it shortly on Instagram after you said something about it too, yeah.
It's huge news for those of you that care.
Yeah. We'll cover that.
The creators of Destiny have split from their parent company, but we'll
talk about that in the
time.
video game one.
Yes.
Okay, so just like we did with our last podcast, instead of doing top movies of 2018, we're doing top anticipated movies for this year, 2019. We got 15 again. We got some honorable mentions. I know
it was much harder.
It was a lot harder.
We have a lot of movies to pick from this time.
There's a lot more, and we haven't seen any yet. We barely know anything about any of these, so this ought to be good.
Have we seen any yet? No.
I mean, no, actually, no.
No, we're seeing Glass Thursday.
Glass is going to be the first movie we're going to see, so yeah.
I want to see The Upside at some point, but I haven't seen that yet.
Yes.
Anyways, you want to do your honorable mentions first, or do you want me to
Sure.
start?
Do you want me to, because I have 7. Do you want me to go from 1 to 7
so
or 7 to 1?
Just give your honorable mentions.
So number 1 is Dark Phoenix. It didn't make my list. I'm excited for it, but then again, I'm a little skeptical because I know how it's been kind of going in this circle of like, it looks really promising, it looks really good, now it doesn't look good. It's like, okay. So
it looks like the same exact movie as X-Men 3.
Probably, yeah.
It looks exactly the same. I don't see the point of remaking it, to be honest.
Yeah, so my number 2 honorable mention, when I was looking to see what movies are coming out this year, is it's a movie. It's called Ford versus Ferrari. I'm actually very excited about it because I know you're not big into like motorsports like I am, but if you've ever heard of the 24 Hours of Le Mans, it's this really big race that happens when we race. Yeah, you race for 24 hours, and anyway, Ford and Ferrari had a really big rivalry between that and everything, and I'm very excited for that. So number 3 for me is Cold Pursuit. That's the new Liam Neeson movie coming out. It looks cool, like cool, kind of like an action movie. But then I don't know if it'll also be something where I'm like, super like excited where it was going to make my top 15. So number 4 is Replicas. That's the new Keanu Reeves movie. I don't know if you've seen the trailer for that. If you haven't,
I've seen the trailer for it.
It looks really good.
There's some spotty CGI in those trailers.
A little bit.
There's some CGI there that I was like, ooh, that looks like it's a decade ago.
Yeah, but I thought it looks pretty cool.
The premise is interesting.
Oh yeah, so number 5 for me is Hellboy because I'm still a little
Okay. Yeah.
Number 6. These last two are probably going to get you a little heated. Number 6 is Rocket Man.
Bump.
Yeah, and then number 7, this one you're going to really be angry about, is Joker.
Bump.
Yeah, I figured. So let's go ahead with your honorable mentions.
All right, there might be some bumps in here. I'm not sure. Actually, probably. So my number 1 honorable mention is Pokemon Detective Pikachu.
Bump.
Okay, number 2 is Shazam.
Bump again.
Number 3 is How to Train Your Dragon 3.
I don't have that on my list.
I am so excited. I love the How to Train Your Dragon movies. I haven't seen those,
but I've heard this third one's supposed to be really, really good, so I'm definitely excited for that.
It looks so cool. I haven't watched any of the shows on Netflix. I think I'm going to try to watch them first because it all takes place in like the same continuity.
Right.
And I love these movies.
Okay.
So my number 4 is the Lego Movie 2.
Don't have that on my list either.
I am so excited. I didn't watch the first Lego Movie until like maybe a couple months ago.
Yeah.
And I loved that movie. It's so funny. It's so interesting. I can't wait.
Okay.
My number 5 is Knives Out.
Bump.
Okay. My number 6. Now, this is going to be super interesting, I think. You went with Dark Phoenix for your honorable mention. I went with The New Mutants.
Definitely bump. That'll have to be a bump.
Oh, really?
That's a bump for me.
That's on your list?
It is on my list.
Oh, wow. That's so cool. Okay. And then number 7, I saw this at the very end of the release chart, and I had to throw it on the end just because of who's in it. Call of the Wild.
I don't have that on there. I saw that on the list as well, but
it's based off that old.
I remember the book.
Who wrote that book?
I forget who it was, but I remember.
But Harrison Ford's in it.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So hang on, I have to look up who it was.
I think because I know, or I'm familiar with.
I also got to mute Discord.
Yeah, I'm familiar with the.
Jack London.
Oh, okay.
I read the book in middle school.
Yeah, I think it was one of those books where we read it. In school.
Yeah, we read it. We definitely read it in school, but I loved the book.
Yeah, the book was good, but I saw that on there. I don't really know if it's something where we I really want to see that as like on the big screen.
I mean, it's got Harrison Ford, Dan Stevens, Karen Gillan, I'm Bradley Whitford. I'm pretty excited for it. But that is only an honorable mention.
Yes, it's not on your actual list.
You know what time it is?
It's time for the top 15.
It's time for the top 15. We gonna do the same way? You go first, then I go?
Sure. So we went 15 to...
Yeah, so 11. If you did not listen to the last episode, listen to the last episode. What's wrong with you? But also, the way we're doing this is he's giving his 15 through his 11. Mm-hmm. Then I'm going to do that. Then we're going to go 10 to 6. Then it's my turn again. Then we do 5 and 4, my turn. 3 and 2, my turn. And then we give our number ones. Yes. And in case you haven't noticed already, if one of these movies is on my list and it's higher on his,
we bump it and then we talk about it.
We talk about it later.
Yeah. So, okay.
So why don't you give it to me?
Number 15 for me is New Mutants.
Okay.
The reason why is because I know you had that on your honorable mentions. I think it actually looks really cool because it's a different sort of adaptation.
It's so different and weird, and I'm so excited to see it.
I've heard rumors that it's supposed to be part of a trilogy that are supposed to be more of this kind of horror-esque thing.
Here's the thing.
And I think it looks really cool. That's just a rumor.
That's what I heard at first.
It could be true.
I think it was true at one point. I don't think it is anymore now that Disney's buying it. I don't think they're going to do it, but I can't wait to see what they have.
Yeah. So my number 14 is Knives Out. That movie just looks fantastic. It's got a stellar cast behind it.
That's a huge cast. And it's Rian Johnson?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
I love Rian Johnson.
Yeah, he's good. I like him too. He's really good. And so I'm definitely excited for that.
He made The Last Jedi, and I love him.
Yes, he did. My number 13 is Star Wars.
Okay, hold on. Fucking bump. Oh my God. Wow.
I put that way down on my list. It was going to be an honorable mention, but...
Wow. Dude, we're 7 minutes in. You already got me to curse.
Yep. Number 12 is It Chapter 2, because I really liked the first one. So. Okay.
Oh, wait, no, I took it off my list. It's not a bump.
No.
Let's talk about it.
I'm excited for it. I really liked the first one. From what I've been hearing for what's supposed to be in the lineup for the second one, like who's going to be in it, who's, supposedly for the cast.
It's got a good cast.
It's got a good cast, and... like I said in our previous podcast, some of these newer horror movies, I know I was talking more about Blumhouse, but they're actually starting to kind of like grab my attention, which is weird.
Blumhouse do it?
No, Blumhouse
do actually.
No, I don't think.
Are you sure?
I don't think that's a Blumhouse. I mean, it could be. I could be wrong.
No, he didn't produce it, so it doesn't look like.
And my number 11 is Spider-Man.
Oh, bump.
Yeah, I figured it because there's some other movies in there. I probably should have moved it up because it's supposedly higher up, but I kind of made this list in a bit of a rush. So where it is on my list isn't really. I'm excited for it. Don't get me wrong. I'm actually really, really hyped for it. So I would put it higher than some of the other movies I have.
But hey, man, these lists are purely subjective. Whatever gets you hyped in the moment while you're making them.
Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and do a.
You're gonna move it.
I'm gonna move it.
You are already messing this whole thing up.
Right,
what's taking its place? What is your true number 11? Pikachu. Okay. I'm super excited for that movie.
I think it'll be really good, yeah.
I was super surprised by that trailer because I've been making fun of that movie since they announced it.
You and I both.
Yeah, that trailer looked awesome.
Oh, yeah. All right, so let's go ahead and hear your 15 through 11.
All right, well, my number 15 is The Aftermath.
Okay.
Which, The Aftermath, all right, it comes out...
I heard about it.
Yeah, I'm not sure it's really
your
type of movie. It comes out March 15th.
Okay.
It stars Keira Knightley,
Skarsgård,
and Jason Clarke, and it's about Keira Knightley's character arrives in the ruins of Hamburg after World War II in 1946.
Oh, okay.
And her husband is a British colonel charged with rebuilding the shattered city, and they're offered. They live in a German widower's house.
Okay.
Alexander Skarsgård's house.
Right.
And it seems super interesting to me, and I'm very excited. My number 14, you might groan at this. Are you ready?
Oh boy.
Are you ready for this? My number 14 is Frozen 2.
See, that's not even on my list, so I'm not worried.
I know. As overplayed as the first Frozen movie was, I love that movie.
Yeah.
I love Let It Go. It's such a good song.
Yes, you and every 12-year-old girl loves that song.
Yeah. Let It Go.
Stop.
I'm very excited for it. Frozen's going to be in Kingdom Hearts 3, and I can't wait.
I was actually at GameStop today, the one at the mall, and I saw something in there I was going to buy for you. I could tell you, but I don't know if I want to tell you anymore.
Okay, well then don't tell me.
Okay.
Yes, very excited for Frozen 2. My number 13 is Toy Story 4.
See, I didn't have that on my list, mainly because I kind of forgot it's coming out. Yeah. So, okay, but I'm excited for it. I think it'll be good.
So am I. I loved that trailer they did with Key and Peele.
That was pretty funny, yeah.
That was a pretty good one. My number 12, this might be a bump for you. I'm not sure. Brightburn.
See, I saw that, but I don't know enough about it, so I didn't put it on my list. I saw that trailer you had linked, and it looks really good, but I don't know enough about it to make like a fair, like, oh, that's something I definitely want to see. So I'm kind of like, once I find out a little bit more if they release another trailer, I could probably update this list, because I know probably by the end of this year.
We'll update this list as we go through the year, as we see movies and stuff.
I have a feeling you and I might have the same number one. Or it'll be very close.
It's possible. I think our top three are going to be very similar.
You never know.
Oh, actually, I already know one of my top three is not going to be similar to you. Anyways, not the point. We're going to get there eventually.
Yes.
Brightburn excites me because it's James Gunn.
Yeah.
And also that trailer is like, what if Superman grew up, or what if Superman arrived but he wasn't a good person?
Yeah.
Right? He's got all his power, but he's a little psychopath. And I can't wait to see it.
I'll be really excited, but then when James Gunn gets fired because of something he wrote down on a napkin in a bar 16 years ago, and he gets fired, God forbid, they'll just have a collection of celebrities directed. It's fine.
Oh my God, I'm actually kind of excited to see all the Avengers show up at.
They have to do it in costume though.
At the Oscars, yes, that'd be great.
All right, go ahead. I'm sorry.
My number 11 is Godzilla, King of Monsters. Oh, really? Awesome! I'm so excited. I can't wait. All right. Hit me with your 10 through 6.
10 through 6. Number 10 is Men in Black.
Oh, I don't even have that on my list. But I'm very excited for it. I love Tessa Thompson.
I love the original movies. The third one was I think that's the one with Josh Brolin in it. It wasn't very good. I really like it. I thought it was fantastic.
That trailer looks so good.
And the trailer looks really good, and I'm a big fan of both of them. I loved their chemistry in Ragnarok, and I can't wait to see it again. My number 9 is Godzilla, so it's just a couple above.
Okay.
I'm excited for that, definitely. I really liked the one that came out not too long,
a couple years
ago.
I really liked Kong. I still haven't seen the first Godzilla. Maybe we have to watch it.
It was good. I liked it. I thought it was pretty good.
I have to watch
I'm definitely excited just because it just looks like such a great freaking movie. Number 8 is Spider-Man. That took the place of Pikachu.
That's my spot for Spider-Man.
Nice. Perfect.
Number 8. Let's talk about it.
I love the new suit. I am in love with it.
The stealth one or the one with the black on it?
The black and the red. Fantastic.
Okay, I love that one too. What do you think of the stealth one? Are you not so keen on it?
The only thing I'm not really a big fan of is that he's wearing fingerless gloves because...
That's true.
He's, because it's like, he's one of the few, comic book people who is kind of more of a vigilante. Most people are just kind of very open about it.
He's just leaving his fingerprints
everywhere? Exactly, yeah. Now, it's like, okay, how's he supposed to go fight crime? And then it's like, oh, hey, by the way, Peter, we have your fingerprints literally all over the crime scene because you wore fingerless wool gloves.
I don't think he cares about that because there's a spot on that suit for an emblem. Yeah. I think there's a S.H.I.E.L.D. logo on that suit.
It could be.
I think he's employed by S.H.I.E.L.D. while that's happening.
That'd be kind of interesting, though, yeah. So.
And with the plot details that they've put out there where Mysterio is working with S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah.
And Nick Fury kind of recruits Spider-Man into a mission to work with Mysterio. I think that's what's going on with the stealth suit. But what's your number 7?
Give me 1 second. My number 7 is Shazam.
Okay. I'm super excited for that.
I am just as well. I am very, very, very excited. I think it'll be really, really good. And then
Zachary Levi looks great.
The suit, so
do the kids.
I'm not gonna lie. When I first saw those kind of leaked images,
the suit didn't do no favors.
It didn't really do any favors. But now that I see it, I'm like, okay, not bad. But I mean, my only thing is that if you look at other people who are playing superhero roles, they work out and get big for it, and they intentionally do it. I mean, it's
he looks big in the movie though.
Well, he does look big in the movie, and I know he's been going to the gym and stuff like that. Yeah, honestly, it's he's pretty big. But my number 6, and I know this probably won't be on your list at all. I'd be surprised even if it is. John Wick Chapter 3.
It's not.
I figured you wouldn't. I really, really, really liked the first 2 movies. I find they're honestly just such works of art. Just because of the fact that when the first movie came out, Keanu Reeves, he went to an actual firing range and did live fire drills, practicing. And for the second movie, when they were kind of sitting there, kind of throwing ideas around, spitballing or whatever, how can we make the movie better? And somebody threw out the idea, I forget who it was, but they were like, not the movie, make him better. And he went back, and for hours a day. He would just train and train and train. And it's one of the few action movies where they actually show the people reloading their weapon. Because apparently in every other action movie, you just have infinite ammo. But the first 2 movies are fantastic. The second movie ends on a massive cliffhanger. I'm super excited for the third one. I'm very hyped for it. And I've seen some sort of leaked images and photos they've released. I'm super hyped for it.
Is the thing of him on the horse, is that from this one?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Yes.
So, I'll tell you this. People I follow, film journalists I follow, people are seeing it. People are seeing the movie already.
Oh, yeah?
They're showing it to people. It's not finished, but they're showing the movie, and nobody's said much, but it seems pretty positive.
Well, that's good. I mean, the first 2 did, from what I saw, did pretty well, so I'm super excited about it. I'm definitely excited for it.
Yeah.
All right, let's hear yours.
All right, my number 10,
Mm-hmm.
Rocket Man.
See, that was in my honorable mentions.
Yeah, I love Elton John.
I love Elton John just as much as the next guy. My only thing that worries me is that Bohemian Rhapsody came out, and it did well. I just don't want them to start making movies about every single musician.
I totally disagree. I want the Avengers of musicians.
Well, here's the thing. Because it can do really well, but then if you just start rolling all these things out, I mean...
I want to see all their stories. These rock stars lived insane lives. I want to hear about all of them, you know?
I mean, it's like, you take Rami Malek, and in his costume, he looked identical to Freddie Mercury.
Taron's too attractive to be Elton John.
Well, that's the thing, is that he doesn't really look like Elton John. I mean, you can do as much prosthetic makeup and everything, but he'll still kind of have the defining features of his face. He won't actually look like Elton John, which is a crazy thing.
It's not Christian Bale in Vice.
Well, yeah, no. I mean, and then again, I'm also not going to hold all these, like, movies up to this platform of Bohemian Rhapsody. It's just that it's like, I don't want them going around, because it's like, oh, okay, we've made, one about, Freddie Mercury. We're making one about Elton John. Like, who's going to be next? And like,
hopefully Bowie.
I mean, well, David Bowie would be interesting, but who would you get to play David Bowie is the thing.
I think...
Because who looks like David Bowie in Hollywood?
I think there are people that look like David Bowie.
Potentially. Anyway.
So, my hope for Rocket Man, right? My hope for Rocket Man is that it ends with a post-credit scene that they introduce the David Bowie actor, right? And then 3 years from now, we get the team-up movie where we get all of Live Aid with all of the performers recast in their new movie roles, and this is the Live Aid cinematic universe.
That's quite the wish there, buddy.
I'm in pitch meetings right now, so don't steal my idea. But
you're
I'm
in
talking
pitch
to people.
meetings.
We're gonna get this done.
Okay, I won't say anything, but I am recording this, so I'm going to send this to every media.
Wait, you're recording this?
All right, let's go ahead.
Was I supposed to record this?
Wait a minute, what?
All
right.
Okay. Number 9 is a trailer I saw came out just today, and it made my list on number 9. Velvet Buzzsaw. It's coming out on Netflix, all right?
Oh, it's a Netflix movie, okay.
It is, all right? It's
I
coming
have not
out
heard of it.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Oh, Jake.
Jake Gyllenhaal, directed by Dan Gilroy, who also did, he also directed Nightcrawler.
Oh, okay. And I never saw Nightcrawler, but I heard that Jake Gyllenhaal's performance in that was fantastic.
He's fantastic in it, right? Dan Gilroy wrote and directed Nightcrawler. He's writing and directing Velvet Buzzsaw.
Nice, cool. I like when they do that. I like when, like, for example, like what I said in our previous podcast about Aquaman. James Wan directed it, and James Wan and Patrick Wilson have worked together on several projects. I like when they do that because they're already comfortable with the director, they're familiar with the style, and I just think it works really well.
So the movie, all right, you're gonna have to watch the trailer later, but the movie's about Jake Gyllenhaal plays an art gallery owner, right? Jake Gyllenhaal plays the art gallery owner, and his assistant, the person upstairs from her, dies. Okay? And they find all these paintings, these gorgeous paintings.
Right.
They put them up in the gallery. The guy wanted all the paintings destroyed when he died.
Right.
The paintings, like, come to life, and there's horror.
Oh, my God.
Like, there's paintings of people's, like, hands. Like, there's one point where in the trailer, they're, like, they say when you look away from the paintings, they move, and they look back, and now there's a bunch of like hands, and they're coming out of the painting and like grabbing at them.
Oh God!
And it looks horrifying and awesome.
And you're excited for that, you psychopath?
I can't wait to see this. It looks so good.
Okay.
My number 9, as we already talked. Number 9. My number 8, as we already talked about. Spider-Man: Far From Home. My number 7. Ready for this? I think it's gonna be a bump.
Probably.
Glass.
Bump.
Okay. Number 6, probably also a bump. Captain Marvel.
Bump.
Okay.
All right. So
Hit me with those 5s and those 4s, my boy.
Oh, just 5 and 4. Okay, so number 5 for me is Alita, Battle Angel.
I didn't even have that on my list, but I can't wait to see it.
I've been actually super excited for that movie ever since the first few trailers came out. It's got a phenomenal cast. I'm super excited for it. I like it because it's
getting really good.
It's getting really good responses. It's also kind of different. I'm excited because the CGI in it actually looks pretty cool. And just the whole story.
The world just looks very cool.
Oh, it looks gorgeous, and just the whole story behind it just seems really interesting and intriguing.
I'm hearing it's the first good anime adaptation movie.
That's what I've heard too. Thank God Netflix didn't direct it.
Scarlett Johansson didn't play the lead.
Good lord.
Anyways,
no, she'll just play the lead in the Mulan live action movie. It's fine.
Did you see at the Golden Globes? Because real quick, totally taking off track. Somebody made a joke about Jennifer Lawrence starring as a Hawaiian person.
Really? Because I heard it a while.
Aloha.
Oh, nice.
Which was a couple years ago. So she starred as a Hawaiian, like a native Hawaiian person in that movie. And someone made a joke about it. They were like, thanks to Hollywood for no longer making movies like Aloha, where white people play minorities.
That's funny.
And you just heard all the way from the back Jennifer Lawrence yell, I'm sorry.
That's funny. You know, when they were looking
great
to film the live-action Mulan movie, they were considering Jennifer Lawrence to play Mulan. Like, I'd heard about that. I don't know if it was true. I don't know if it was a rumor.
I'm totally wrong. It wasn't Jennifer Lawrence. It was Emma Stone.
Emma Stone. Really?
Yes.
Okay. Moving on to my number 4. Upside.
Oh, The Upside. Mm-hmm. Is that the one with
That's the one with Kevin Hart? And, yeah.
Dude, that's out, isn't it?
Yeah, oh, is that a 2018
I think it's
movie?
out.
No, I don't think it's
No. I mean, I think it just came
Oh,
out.
did it? Okay.
The other day.
Okay.
Yeah, it's out.
Oh, I haven't seen it yet, so I'm super excited for it.
I'm very excited to see it. I've heard really good things about it.
Okay, I didn't know if it came out late last year, earlier this year. I knew it's just come out recently. It looks really funny.
They screened it over a year ago.
Yeah, it looks really funny. It looks really good. The cast for it looks really good and amazing. I'm super excited for it because it just looks like a really good overall, kind of feel good, kind of funny movie.
Yeah. So a little backstory. It was filmed in 2017, and it premiered at the Toronto International Film Festival, and it was gonna come out in March of last year, but that was when all the Weinstein stuff came out, and it was produced by his production company, and they shelved it.
Okay.
And it was bought. Yeah, it was bought by STX Entertainment.
Okay.
And it just came out. It comes out tonight.
Oh, nice, cool. So I'm definitely excited for it. That's definitely a movie I want to go see. Okay, let's hear your 4 and 5 and 4.
Oh, my 5 and 4. Yes. So my number 5, I don't think it's on your list. The Lion King.
It is not on my list.
It's the circle of life.
I'm kind of extremely on the fence about that movie, considering the fact that one of the original.
My birthday, I can't wait.
That's great, but it's only one of the original cast is in that movie, if I'm not mistaken. And
yeah, James Earl Jones is coming back to be Mufasa.
Well, then it's also but it's okay, but that's it. It's why couldn't you have gotten all the other people? They're not dead.
No, but I'm excited to hear other people play them.
Yeah, but I thought it would have been so cool to have the original voice actors to play them in this new live action, because it would be, and especially people, tons of people, it'd literally be like a remastered
version.
Action. Well, it's not.
Animated.
It's animated, yeah.
I know.
It's not live action, because you're not going to go get a real lion and make it talk. And you can't have a real lion get run over by wildebeest, because that's animal cruelty.
Dude, don't you want to hear Seth Rogen play Pumbaa?
Seth Rogen's playing Pumbaa?
Yeah, dude. Okay, Donald Glover's Simba. God. Seth Rogen is Pumbaa.
Oh, no.
Chiwetel Ejiofor is Scar.
Okay.
Billy Eichner is Timon.
Oh, my goodness.
John Oliver plays Zazu.
Okay. John Oliver?
Michael Key is... no, he's going to be great as Zazu. He's got the voice for it. Keegan-Michael Key is playing one of the Kamari, one of the hyenas. Beyonce is playing Nala.
I knew that.
James Earl Jones is Mufasa.
Yes.
John Connie is Rafiki.
I thought you said John Candy. I was going to say, no, John Candy's dead. Or at least as far as I know.
Alfre Woodward is playing Sarabi.
I don't know. I mean, I'll probably go see it.
Eric Andre is voicing one of the hyenas.
Oh my god. Are you kidding me?
No.
Is he going to shoot Hannibal Buress halfway through the movie?
I hope no. Hannibal Buress, that'd be great.
That would be hilarious.
But yeah, that's my number 5. I'm super excited.
Okay, let's hear your number 4.
My number 4 was a big bump from earlier.
That was a
Joker.
See, you and I are on the fence about that movie. Well,
what do you mean on the fence?
Sorry,
on opposite sides of the fence.
Yes, that's
There's
what I meant to say.
There's a fence in between us, Brendon.
It does not look that interesting to me.
It can't wait, my guy. It's Joaquin Phoenix, the greatest actor of our time, my boy.
That is
right?
a very debatable topic.
He's playing the Joker, man, and he looks great.
Okay, but my main concern is that first and foremost, doesn't the Joker wear purple and green, not red and orange? He's not Ronald McDonald.
It's an old
even
school
though it's
Joker,
red and
my
yellow.
boy.
But, yeah, but
he's still learning what colors look good on him. You know.
I don't know. I'm just glad I think you and I can agree on this.
That makeup takes a lot of work, man.
And I think you and I can agree on this wholeheartedly. At least it's not a Jared Leto solo Joker.
Yeah,
movie.
at least. But that is getting made.
Why? Why do they hate us so much?
I don't know.
Okay. Well.
What's your 3?
Captain Marvel.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Our 3-2-1 is not similar at all.
I have a feeling our 1 is similar.
Actually, it's probably going to be You think so?
I have a strong feeling our 1 is going to be similar.
Okay.
Do you want me to go ahead and do my number 2?
No, let's talk about Captain Marvel for a second.
Okay. Oh, because you had it a little bit lower down. I'm excited for it.
In fact, did I have it on my list? Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I knew you had it on
I'm
your
excited
list.
for it.
I'm excited for it. It's one of my top movies I'm anticipated for, just because I think it just looks phenomenal. The cast, again, is just going to be really great. I'm just super excited for it. All the trailers, I've watched them all. The freaking sequences where they're fighting in space just look fantastic. It looks so good. She actually has the mohawk. It looks so good.
Oh, yeah. And the hair goes up and down.
It looks so good. It looks so fantastic.
Weirdly, the part I'm most excied about is that Clark Gregg is in it as Coulson again.
Oh, yeah.
As an avid Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. fan, I'm so happy
I know,
to see
yeah.
him back
You and I have talked about that multiple times, yeah.
Can
we just take a moment to appreciate how well done the de-aging is on both of them?
I don't know. They keep saying that they're developing de-aging technology over at Disney. I think they just found the Fountain of Youth.
Most likely.
I don't think there's technology, because what they did, they brought somebody back to life for Rogue One.
They did.
And he looks a little off, but
yeah,
that's what happens when you take a dead person, you put him in the Fountain of Youth. They don't come back.
It's all down in the catacombs inside of Disney, in Orlando. It's in the catacombs down there. That's where the Fountain of Youth is. Walt Disney found it. You're not
supposed to put a dead person in the Fountain of Youth. That's why he came out looking so weird.
That's why he looked a little goofy.
One.
They didn't know that.
You gotta put
but
people
now they
that
know.
aren't dead yet.
Exactly. Next is going to be Sylvester Stallone.
Dude, I hope so. Isn't that where the Fountain of Youth is in the 4th Pirates of the Caribbean movie?
I think it is.
Is it in Florida?
It is. Yes, it's in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. That's why it's a bunch of old people in Florida, because they never die.
Because they never die.
Exactly. Because they found the Fountain of Youth. It's just beachfront listening to classic rock and drinking somewhat chilled beer. Yeah. That's all it is. That's how you live your life to the fullest.
Bud Light.
Yeah, it's just Bud Light, classic rock radio station in old American cars. Exactly. That's all it is. Welcome to Florida.
It's the occasional Coors Light.
The occasional. That's what they're feeling fancy.
When they're gonna spring for a fancy drink.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh man.
That's what they serve at weddings.
What's your number? What's your number 2?
My number 2 is glass.
Shitty wine in a box.
It's boxed wine from 7-Eleven. Hey, but it's like Jeff Dunham said, or his one character Bubba said, you know what the good thing about boxed wine is? And he goes, well, what? You have something to throw up in when you get too drunk. It's a 2-in-1 good purpose situation. But my number...
Boxed wine.
Yes, my number 2 is glass. Getting back on topic.
Okay, I'm really excited. We're seeing it on Thursday.
Yes, we are. I'm super excited. Especially
watch for our review. I think it's gonna come out next Monday.
Probably, yeah. I'm super amped for it.
Me too.
And that although, because we were just talking the other day, the reviews for it aren't so hot. It's got a 4.
Aren't so hot, but you know what? Here's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing you either love it or you hate it.
Which is kind of a...
Okay, we're back.
Where are you? Because on Rotten Tomatoes, it's actually gone down.
It's not good.
It's at 36%. Last when they did their tomato meter reveal, it was at... It has a 97% audience.
But nobody's seen it for audience yet. Oh, want to see, yeah.
Want to see, yeah. It is currently at... Average rating is 5.1 out of 10, so about a 5 out of 10.
Yeah. Here's the thing that I've heard. I've heard that it is... It continues the theme of the last two of not being superhero movie.
Right.
Right? You know, it's superheroes in it, but it's definitely not a superhero movie. Which is what I expected from it. I think people went in expecting this to be, now we're getting the superhero movie.
Yeah.
Like, now that we've gotten 2 not superhero movies to introduce the characters, this is going to be a superhero movie. But I've heard it's not. It's really a more personal movie than that. I'm pretty excited to see it.
Oh, I'm definitely super excited about it.
We're seeing it next Thursday.
Yes. Okay, let's go ahead and hear your 3 and 2.
Brendon, I want you to know.
Oh, no. I have a feeling...
Can you guess what my number 3 is?
I can take a guess.
Take a guess.
I'm really... Is your number 3 Avengers?
No, my number 3 is Avengers Endgame.
Really? Because I'm going to have to tell you a bump on that one, because that's my number 1.
I know.
I knew. Right. I had a feeling we would have that as number 1, but I have a feeling I know what your number 1 is.
My number 2... Take a guess. What else is even coming out that you could guess? Okay, here it comes. Ready? My number 2 is Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. The new Tarantino
I know what your number
movie.
1 is then.
You do know what my number 1 is.
Yes.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, I could not be more excited for.
That movie I've heard actually a lot about, and I've heard it's actually supposed to be pretty good.
Such an amazing cast of like so many superstars.
Right.
I love me some Tarantino. Very excited to see it.
Can I go ahead and guess your number 1?
Yeah, let's just do it.
Star Wars.
My number 1 is Star Wars Episode 9.
Yes, I knew that was going to happen.
How can it not be? How can it not be, dude?
Well, see, that's at my 13, so...
This is it, dude. This is it.
Yeah, but like...
And your number 1's Avengers Endgame. All right, look, here's the thing. Here's the thing about Star Wars, right? Force Awakens and Last Jedi are fantastic movies. And
debatable.
You want to fight about Last Jedi right now?
But then again, this isn't the Star Wars podcast. Just like it's not the Venom podcast. So, we're not going to do that now.
All right. Well, look, Star Wars Episode 9 is the end of Rey's storyline. It's the end of Finn's storyline. It's the end, and it's the end of
Finn's storyline ended in the first one he was in.
He still has a tiny storyline.
Like what?
His entire character arc has been about like overcoming the ability the fact that the only reason that he stuck around in the first place was because of Rey, and The Last Jedi was all about him finding something to care about in the Resistance besides that, and he did.
Right.
And I'm very excited to see what his character looks like now. Okay. I'm excited to see more of Poe. I love all these new characters. I'm excited to see Luke again.
I actually do have to say that it's Oscar Isaac who plays Poe, right?
Yes.
Yeah. He does a fantastic job. I do have to agree on that.
Good.
He's really good. He's a good actor.
Look,
I mean, because we all know my favorite role of his was, when he played Apocalypse. It was just a beautiful role.
Look, here's the thing. Avengers Endgame is the end of, 11 years of movies?
I'm excited.
Star Wars is the end of something that started 40 years ago with A New Hope, right? This is the end of the Skywalker saga, as they've got no plans to make 10, 11, 12 as of right now.
Well, yeah, but it's also like, okay.
They might come back in 10 years and do 10, 11, 12.
No, it's fine. They'll just make some more prequels. It'll be fine.
Well, that's probably what Benioff and Weiss are doing.
Well, probably. I'm just more excited for Endgame because... Well, just because it is, these are kind of movies that we've almost grown up with, because 10 years ago is when those movies came out. I remember going to see Iron Man in the theaters. I saw it 3 times in theaters. I still love it. I still get chills during his first suit up when all the bolts and everything are going fantastic. It kicked off so well. We don't talk about Hulk because, that movie doesn't exist in my opinion, but...
Phase 1's kind of spotty, to be honest. Thor's not that great either.
The first Thor movie is kind of
Iron Man 2's not that great either.
I liked Iron Man 2
it really
because
hits its
they
stride
introduced
in Phase 2. In my opinion, after Avengers.
I really like Iron Man 2 because that's when they introduced War Machine, and I love me some War Machine. But I just think it's so interesting because this is the end. Because Chris Evans isn't going to play Iron Man, Captain America anymore. Robert Downey Jr. is done. Chris Hemsworth is done. It's pretty much just all kind of wrapping up, and I want to see how they wrap it up. And obviously they have more and more movies planned down.
Yeah, but it's going to be a little. But like Tom Holland's still going to be there. Benedict Cumberbatch is still playing Doctor Strange. Like all these characters.
Well, they're still going to be there.
See them.
Like, I mean, I get the argument you're making. In
Star Wars, we're losing everybody. Like they have no plans that they've told us.
Don't get me wrong. I'm kind of interested to see
movies.
How they ended. Don't get me wrong. But it's just that it's like
we're not going to see any of these characters.
But
again.
just like I wasn't really a big fan of the last two movies. I have to be totally honest.
You know what?
I don't think they were
That's because you had a viewing experience for the last.
For the last one, but the first one, but the one before that, I went and saw it. And I saw it in
Force
theaters,
Awakens. You don't like the Force Awakens?
I'm not too big a fan of it.
I love it. I love the Force Awakens.
Yes, and we can agree to disagree on that for the next 2 hours, but we're not going to.
All right, let's get into our list. Let's make our show list.
So collectively,
are we doing top 10 or top 15? I think we have to do top 15. We have to do top 15 because we have too many movies on our list. We do.
All right. Well, yeah, it's also because there's a lot more.
Yeah. Okay. So top 15 anticipated movies.
Yes.
Of 2019. Our number one. Let's see. What do we have as? I think it's Avengers Endgame, right?
Well, yeah, Avengers Endgame has to be number one because that's at number what? That's
your
number. Yeah, we share.
Number 3, you're number 2.
One. Yeah. So that's close. I'd have to say second place would have to go to Glass because we kind of both have that.
Yeah, Glass is 7 on mine.
Oh, Glass is 7. Well, it's 2 on mine, so that's 5.
What's Joker on yours?
It's number 7 in my honorable mentions.
Okay. What's Captain Marvel on yours?
3.
Okay, I've got Captain Marvel at 6, so I think that's closer.
Okay, that is closer.
So I think Captain Marvel and then Glass.
And then Glass.
Yeah.
I'd have to say
my Spider-Man is 8, and so it's on yours too. So I think that's.
Oh, I was going to say because number 4 we could also do Upside unless you had that lower.
I don't even have that on my list.
Okay. But how about we do Spider-Man then Upside?
It's not even on my list, man.
Oh well, right. Okay, I keep forgetting. Sorry. You should have it on your list.
I know. I should. I think.
Okay. We'll do Spider-Man that's what, number 4?
Yeah.
Okay.
Where's Godzilla on yours?
9.
9? Mine's at 11. Where do you have Rocket Man? Honorable mention?
Number 6, honorable mention.
Yeah, okay. So Godzilla's next then. Because I've got Godzilla at 11.
And mine is at 9.
I think that's all the movies we have
in common.
Well,
no. No, Shazam was in your honorable mentions, right?
Yeah, are we doing honorable mentions, though, or are we...
No, because we didn't do it the last one, so it would only be fair.
Yeah, so, look, my number 1 has to go in next, right? Because you got your number 1. I think my number 1, episode 9 has to be 6.
Well, I mean, because mine is 13, so that's 5.
Yeah, but it's my number 1, fam.
I guess. That's fine, we'll do it fine. I can tell you're getting all excited and jumping up and down in your chair, so calm down.
Okay, let's see, so... Okay, here's what I've still got. I've still got Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Joker, The Lion King, Velvet Buzzsaw.
No. I don't think we really have any more in common.
Brightburn. No, so we have to start grabbing from our list.
We'll probably have to. So we're at what, number...
7.
7.
Yeah. What's your number 2 again?
My number 2 is Glass.
Okay.
Well, you don't have Alita on your list, so.
No. What's the next one you have that I don't?
Well, the ones on my list I have that you don't. I guess I can just kind of rattle them off. I have Men in Black. Men in Black is number 10. John Wick Chapter 3 is 6. Shazam is 7. Alita is 5. Upside's 4. It Chapter 2 is 12. Knives Out is 14. And New Mutants is 15.
All right. I've got Once Upon a Time in Hollywood at number 2. Okay. So I think that goes in next.
Okay, that's fine. I agree with that. That's good.
And then my next one is at number 4.
Okay.
Which you have one at number 4 too, right?
Which one?
What do you have at number 4? Shazam? Is that number 4?
Upside.
Then I think that goes next.
Okay.
And then I think my number 4 goes next.
Okay.
Which is Joker.
Okay.
What else do you have on your list?
Alita, John Wick, Men in Black, Detective Pikachu, It Chapter 2, Knives Out, New Mutants.
Okay. Let's get one more. What do you think for number 10? I want to stay out of the honorable mentions.
Right. But the only problem is that like our honorable mentions are kind of where we can only pull things from for the moment. Oh, for now.
You want to put? Are you okay with putting Lion King at number?
We can do
10?
that. That's fine.
That's my number 5. Okay, let's pull the rest from honorable mentions.
Okay.
That you share. You have Detective Pikachu.
Well, Detective Pikachu is actually number 11 on my list.
Yeah. What's Shazam out on your list?
Shazam. Oh, hold on one second. My computer decided it wanted to take a nap. 7.
7?
Yeah.
What's Knives Out?
14.
And New Mutants?
15.
Okay, so Shazam is the highest on your list?
Yes.
So I think, because that's in my honorable mentions as well, so I think we go Shazam.
Okay. So that's number 11, right?
Yeah, and Detective Pikachu was after that on your list, right?
Yeah, well, it's number 11.
And then, so I think that goes next.
Yes, perfect.
What, did you have Rocket Man on your...
It's in my honorable mentions. It's number 6, but if you want to put it next, we can do that. That's fine.
Let's put that at 13, because I've got that as number 10.
14, let's see.
I'm just looking to see if we share honorable mentions that are on my list. You don't have Brightburn on your honorable mentions. No,
but we can put that on there if you want.
Well, no. I guess...
Oh, okay.
I want to see what's on your... what's Toy Story 4 isn't on your honorable mentions,
No,
right?
it wasn't, but...
That's okay.
I didn't put it on my list mainly because I kind of forgot it was actually coming out. So if we want to do that, we can put that. That's fine.
Well, Knives Out and New Mutants are on your list, right?
Yes, Knives Out.
Then let's put 14
those in. And New Mutants is 15. So would those be the last two then?
Yeah, so Knives Out and then the New Mutants. Because those are in my honorable mentions as well. So.
Cool.
We've got a list.
We do have a list. It is finally done.
A list. There's a list. Do you want to read it this time?
Want
me to paste it to you?
Sure. Yes, please. I will go ahead and read it this time, so that way I have it.
Let me hold on.
Hold up.
My computer's doing a noof.
Oh, your computer. Now you're having the technical difficulties.
Okay, let's see.
AFKcast is over. We can't get anything to operate.
Boom, there you go. All right, I'll give you your drum roll. You ready?
Yes.
All right, here we go.
Oh, wait. Should I go from 15 to 1 or 1
15 to 1?
Okay,
here we go. Ready?
Yes. And now, for the AFKcast, top 15 anticipated movies for the year 2019. Coming in at number 15, The New Mutants. Number 14, Knives Out. Number 13, Rocket Man. Number 12, Detective Pikachu. 11, Shazam. 10, The Lion King. Number 9, The Joker. 8, The Upside. 7, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. 6, Star Wars Episode 9. 5, Godzilla, King of Monsters. Number 4, Spider-Man, Far From Home. Number 3, Glass. Number 2, Captain Marvel. And for our number 1 movie, anticipation for 2019, I messed that up. I'm sorry. Avengers Endgame.
Avengers Endgame.
Perfect.
The path I started this on.
Yes.
It's not a bad list.
No, I think it's a pretty good list. I'd have to say it covers it a lot.
I think it'll change as we watch them.
Oh, probably. Yeah. Because I'm pretty sure.
Tune in December next year.
Yes. Or this year.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I guess it is this year. I don't know.
Because I don't know why they would wait a whole another year to hear.
December 2020 is when we're going to really know what's up, all right?
Pretty much, yeah. All right.
So what's coming up?
So we have, we're going to see Glass. We'll probably do an episode where we talk about, because we already watched Unbreakable and Split, and Glass. Yes. We'll probably have a thing where we kind of bring them all into the light. The next one we're going to do.
Yeah. Did you get what you did there?
Unintentional reference.
Yeah.
But I did it anyway. Actually, I didn't even mean to do that.
I didn't think you did.
I know we have, for one of our next episodes, we have anticipated, or for our top video games.
That is the next episode.
That is the next episode.
Anticipated video games.
Yes.
And I know we release schedule.
Yes. And I know we had discussed, because we threw the idea around, because Punisher Season 2 comes out in 8 days.
Yes.
We had discussed doing something with that. So
Here's the deal with Punisher. I'm just going to throw it out here.
Sure.
Here's the deal. Punisher is going to depend entirely on availability for us.
Exactly, because we want to try and do it where we kind of watch the episodes together instead of it being... Because when the first season came out, you pretty much finished it, and I was like a couple episodes behind you, and then I know Matt was like a few episodes behind me, and you really wanted to talk about it. And it'll all just depend on availability and whatnot, because, I got a crazy work schedule, and, it's never ever consistent. So we're going to try and get something done. Depending on what happens, we'll flesh it out as it kind of, comes together.
What we're planning right now is we're going to get together and we're going to watch the episodes, and we're as many as we can, and we're going to do little episode reviews after each episode, maybe like 20 minutes, not even after each episode.
So just to kind of give like our thoughts on each episode, and then we'll probably do something where like once we
wrap up at some point. If that doesn't pan out, if we're too busy to do that, we'll still expect a full episode focused on the whole thing.
Because you and I are actually kind of almost at a bit of a crossroads for it. I know I'm excited for it. I know
excited
you're kind
for
of
it. I'm
on
just,
the fence about it.
But
we will save all this for when we do that.
So here's what I've got for you guys right now. This is going to be coming out, hopefully, if I do everything right, this will be coming out Monday, January 14th. Cool. If everything sticks to the plan, we will be having top... Nobody freaks out if you tell somebody that you're going to blow up a bus full of soldiers. It's all according to the plan.
Too bad Joaquin Phoenix will never be able to be that.
Probably not. You're right. So, the plan right now, Monday the 14th, this should be coming out. Hopefully Thursday the 17th of January, we will be getting out our top 10 anticipated video games.
Yes.
The plan is, after that, Monday the 21st will be our Glass thing. And then up until, for about a week after that, we're probably going to be filled up with Punisher stuff.
Probably.
And then at some point in the near future, things are going to start to return to how they were in the first episode, I think, where we do a couple topics.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to want to talk about Kingdom Hearts 3 after it comes out, but we can't spend a whole episode on that.
I figured you'd want to do that, because I was actually going to talk to you about that, because I know that comes out here very shortly.
So I would say by the end of January, these specific episodes will probably start to end, and we'll start to go back into more varied episodes.
Yeah. We just got a lot, because there's a lot coming out, so we just want to try and, we're going to just definitely get everything out. But I guess on that note, it's time to end.
It's
so,
time to say.
Yeah.
Is there some sort of song?
No, there's not a song. And don't start singing.
I love you. Is that the song?
We can't sing that. We'd get copyright.
Oh. I love... Oh, God, the snipers!
Because the guy who played Barney is probably going to take his nose out of the pile of cocaine he's been doing and go, hey, you can't do that. Give me money.
I can't put this in here.
Exactly.
Brendon. Okay.
Do that. It's fine.
Thanks for listening, guys.
Yeah,
we'll see you guys next time.
On the next one. Goodbye for now.